I'm not maybe a newsophile like always, but it's very hot these days, and you gotta keep cool any way you can. So let's go ahead and get to the news. Before you do, though, well, remember to like and subscribe and do all those nasty, good-looking things. All right, here we go. New tales on Air India flight crashed back last month. All right, people are saying like it was like a sabotage. One of the pilots and cut off the engine, the gas to the engine, and yeah, you can't just do like this, like bump into it or some shit like I would do. You gotta actually manual transmission and then get there and then turn the knobs, like turn my knobs and shit. And you guys should hear in the recording one of the pilots say like, "Hey, why did you do that? You're not supposed to do that." And they assume that the shut-off valve took from 3 seconds to 10 seconds, and even though he turned it back on in 10 seconds, that was not good. Like you ever turn on a boner after a few seconds, sometimes it just don't work. You can't come, and that was kind of like the case with this crash. Some more updates on this Air India crash that happened last month as it comes. Next bit of news is tense. Back on voice recordings. Trump shifts on tone of eliminating FEMA after Texas floods. Fucked up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm retarded. Okay, so now these Texas floods, he's like, FEMA, you're not doing a good job. Then he flip flops back in January. He's like, oh, you suck. And then March, he's like, you suck. And then a week, ago, he was saying, oh, good job, yeah. So Trump, he flip flops. He likes to wear flip flops. Anyways, next bit of news. Russia war large-scale attacks on Ukraine over, 1,800 drones, 80 plus missiles have been fired in the last week. Crazy shit, as always, in Ukraine and Russia. Valley man burned after being held down on pavement. This happened in Phoenix, Arizona. Degrees temperature were 113 degrees. Ooh, oh my God, it was so hot. It's 80 degrees inside my house, and I'm like, ooh, oh, we're big. Anyway, this guy got burned. Oh, third degree burns over his body, and wasn't good for him. Now he's doing the police department for August 3rd and some city officials of Phoenix. So hopefully he gets what he wants. This guy had 30 days in a burn unit. Oof. I was in a